Hello, I hope everyone is doing well. Let me give these a couple of shuffles and then we'll get into the reading. Somebody may be traveling or going somewhere. There could be a new opportunity here. You could be taking charge of something in your life. Then we have the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Justice, Libra, and Three of Cups. Cancer. So those signs could be involved in whatever's going on here. Someone could be named Jacob. Something could happen on the 14th of a month, maybe May 14th. What is that? Is that Taurus? Or yeah, I think that's Taurus energy. Some challenges here. I'm seeing the Four of Swords with the Emperor and the Empress card. Something from the past and a new beginning. And then the Emperor and the Empress again. This could be parents. This could be a couple in charge of a business or something like that. And the Emperor and the Ace of Wands. Somebody's skilled at something. What are they skilled at? Balancing emotional matters. That's good. That could be this masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a man just because it is masculine. We both hold masculine and feminine energies in Ace and Ace. Ace of Wands, an idea and action being taken. This can sometimes also be, how can I say it without this getting pulled down? Pew pew, I think you'll call it. Alright, and the moon, something mysterious here. And then we also had, what was it? Ace of Pentacles, money. A decision, moving forward for something. Emperor. Moving forward again. Something's happening quickly. And there is disappointment in this. Somebody's wish fulfillment, though, and this is a colder energy versus this Queen of Cups manifesting something. This could be your energy. You could be a Pisces manifesting some type of happy ending or happy conclusion to this, balancing something in the heavens. I think this is Archangel Uriel for the Judgment card rather than, or it could be Archangel Michael. Anyway, decision being made. Looks like this is about finances or an investment or something. And things were looking good, and then abruptly everything got bad. And then things are getting good again. And then we have a journey for this Emperor here going somewhere. I hope everybody's doing well. What if I should pull some from another deck of cards? Six of Cups, headed towards calmer waters. Let us use the green Witch Oracle and the Kipper deck and see if we can get some other messages and keywords and things here. You could be gardening too. The Sun card. Things could be warming up where you live. That's not exactly like a psychic download, but it could be something to consider in the energy. And Truth. I didn't know that card wasn't in that deck. A truth to consider. And we have the Lovers card here. And Dove. So this is telling us this is a peaceful love. And a mature man. And a house. And a child. In bad health. You could be seeing a lot of those St. Jude commercials. Distant horizons. You could work in healthcare. In oncology, maybe. We have fruit, success, and achievement. Good news with something here. Oak tree, power, courage, and strength. And carnelian, so you could also be wearing carnelian, the gemstone. And then energy, leadership, and creativity. This also gives me the energy of love and passion. Something is blooming or brooming. Energy clearing and freshening, and soil stability, simplicity. Something is being cleared away to lay the foundation and the nutrients for something to grow here. Mushrooms or mushroom. Recycling, breaking down problems. That's a cute card. And harvest, determination and hard work. This also is very fall energy, so the conclusion of a cycle and the time where you get to benefit from all the hard work and investment that you put in and reap your harvest. Rosemary, remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. Someone could also be named Rosemary or Rose. Maybe Daisy, something could be named after a type of flower or plant. Basil. So we have prosperity, luck, and love. And watering can, asking for help, sharing burdens. So you're not going through this alone, even though it may seem like this. Sickle, focus, regrowth, and letting go. What are you letting go of? The Lovers and the Great Fortune. Something that could seem very appealing to everyone else here. Something that may seem like something everybody wants, but is a burden for you. And then the Lover's card again, House. So somebody could be going through some type of separation or divorce here too. And there could be something about division of assets. A lot of financial readings today for some reason. Bad health, occupation, distant horizons. Somebody could be unhappy with a job. This could be somebody away from you right now or at a distance from you. There's something about a great fortune here and despair. So going again back to the idea that there's something that may seem like something everybody wants. Sudden wealth, great fortune for somebody else has somehow become a burden. And why is it burdensome? Courtship, Lovers. This could have ruined somebody's connection or ruined somebody's ability to form connections or to understand why people want to connect with them. And you could question people's intentions here. If you have a great deal of money, you could be worried that maybe people want to just be close to you for that. If you're very beautiful, you could be worried that maybe men only approach you for physical reasons. And maybe if you have a position that puts you in a prominent place, makes you a public figure, you could be worried that people only want to connect with you to get in on that, or clout chase, as the kids call it. Marriage, mature man, family room, distant horizons. Somebody's learning something here about what really matters. They may have put material gains at the forefront of their priority list and invested a lot in that, and then found it to be isolating in some way. Poverty. So there's a great abundance of one thing, and this could be wealth, and then there's a poverty or a deficit in something else, and this could be love and connection, community. Some people are workaholic. Something is changing. You're changing this behavior, mature man. You could be a mature man. Your name could start with J or a P. There's a message here. Maybe you're listening more to what your higher self is telling you. This could be a message from spirit guides. Poverty, message. Privileged lady. Poverty, message, privileged lady. Somebody else could be poor, but wealthy in something else. Somebody may, from another's perspective, seem to not have anything, but they have happiness. They have fulfillment. So they do have something here. Something that you can't put a price on. Child means childlike hope. A family. A journey. poverty, child, expectation, great fortune. There's something about rags to riches maybe here. Privileged lady. Oh, that could be something. Is that correct? Great fortune. And thoughts. Are my thoughts correct? Lovers, sudden wealth, and message of concern. So yes, maybe. Somebody could have come from rags to riches, and when they got this abundance, they maybe were not so aware of these different kinds of dynamics, and somebody edged close to them, and from their perspective, this person seemed really amazing, but they may have come to change that opinion. Alter, gratitude, releasing burdens. So say, for example, and I do feel like this is a masculine energy. I don't know that it's a man, but it does feel masculine and potentially male. It could be that somebody came from very humble beginnings. They became extremely successful. Somebody smelled the blood in the water, so to speak. Kind of a Sharky energy. Very materialistic energy. And this might have seemed very impressive to this person that was going from rags to riches. They may have really felt like they won the lottery with this partner. It could be somebody very beautiful and charming, but there might be some depth missing here. And they could have quickly signed up for this relationship thinking that they won the lottery because they had this beautiful, charming person on their arm, only to find out that that person only was there because they knew that they were naive. You, I think, in the energy, it feels like your energy, only because they knew you were naive and that they could capitalize on this because you were new to all this good fortune. So there is something kind of strategic, cunning, a little bit cold here. Oh, I mixed these together on accident. Alter, again, gratitude, release burdens. So there may be a need to tell your spirit team or your gods or God that you're grateful and that you want to release some of these burdens and to ask for help. Your spirit guides, your ancestors. You might want to visit, if you have an altar, visit your ancestors. Family room. Yeah. And great fortune. The great fortune, the real great fortune, the light that comes from within, the light that comes from the love of people we care about. Message of concern and child. So what is it about this message of concern regarding this child? I'm going to pull some of these. Summer, exploration, growth. Your children could be getting older and you can be very proud of them, but you might be a little bit nervous about their newfound independence. Potion, invigoration, empowerment. You could want to empower them. Cauldron, creating opportunity, caring. There could be a need to pull back a little bit here with something like that too. Hearth, safety, comfort, spiritual connection. To find peace within so that you're not worried about what is happening. Energy clearing, freshening. There's a lot about anxieties and worries here. Walking staff, support, encouragement. But you have the support and encouragement of your spirit team and your ancestors. Mortar and pestle, integrity, subtlety, and thoroughness. Maybe there's something you need to make. This could be a family recipe if you come from a lineage of practitioners, or this could be some kind of spell or remedy for something, or a nostalgic recipe. Balancing the right things in the right proportions. Earthworm, clarity and rumination. Soil, stability. What does it say? Simplicity. Stability and simplicity. And as you see here too, you can see underneath the ground here, and we just got earthworm. And how do those things work with each other, right? So the different organic matter in the soil feeds the earthworms, who then do what earthworms do and increase the potency of the nutrition in the soil for the plants. There's something about ecosystem and balance and measuring in proportion ingredients and things that you need in order to bring together to build something, a complex network. Oak tree, power, courage, and strength. And right, you plant a little oak tree from that wormy soil, and one day there's a giant, strong oak tree. Buds, new beginning, expansion. You may be starting to see the initial results of these, or early results here. Rain, cleansing, purification. This also comes at a time when you are releasing, chopping away the dead wood, realizing things that don't matter, and reprioritizing. B, community, cooperation, and sweetness. These also aid in that, right? Like pollinators here. So you may have forces working in your favor in a support team that you're not aware of. This could be in the spiritual, this could be in the physical, and these may be people you're meeting soon. Spring, rebuilding, awakening, rebirth. Something about May again, early May, like the first 2 weeks of May or so. Sun, healing, energy, happiness, and joy. Somebody's name could be Joy. And then autumn again, balance and bounty. So this is your harvest season. Moth, mystery, concealment, illusion. There may have excuse me, there may have been a lot that you were uncertain about why certain things were happening or falling away. Things seemed to not take off or make any progress. You could have been redirected in that time. An ending, recharging, reflection. This could have been an attempt to hold on to an old way of life or doing things that no longer fit. And then getting a cold result from whatever that was. An unfruitful result. But you were going through a season here, right? Winter may be bare and fruitless, but it serves its purpose too. So, salt, protection, banishing, and then fog. And I'm picking up on that very literally, as though some clearing of the energy. Like there's like a negative fog over somebody. There's like, sorry, I should show you guys the cards instead of looking at them. There is this kind of sweeping away at energies that have become stagnant, heavy. They're no longer serving you, like the dust, clearing the dust. It could be a little more intense than that, right? Like some of this could connect to deep feelings of uncomfort or unfulfillment or self-esteem issues. It could be almost like a sticky gunk and you are clearing that away. You might need to take a spiritual bath too. Gentleness, relaxation, and sleep could be good for you at this time. There's need to cleanse, recharge. Also, trust in your spirit team that is working in your benefit too. And maybe release the reins a little bit on things. That could have been one of the problems. In the past, there could have been some type of control issues. But again, clearing and freshening. What did it say? Clearing, energy clearing and refreshing. There may be specific herbs you like to work with. You could do smoke clearing maybe. Sun, healing energy, happiness, comfort, and joy. But that's what I see on the forefront. I think, do I want to pull another card or do I want to leave it there? I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope it was helpful.